Abstract.
Go to next.
This paper shows the application of GS symmetrical derivative in multi-objective interval valued optimization, which is more general than the generalized Fukuhara derivative, GL derivative. For this, we will show some examples. We also apply this new derivative to investigate the Fridtjof type conditions of optimality for multi-objective interval valued programming problems. We will use LR type of order relation in this context. Introduction. In recent times, uncertainty types of optimization problems attracts more researchers in programming fields. These types of problems have great importance in economic and control fields. If the coefficient of optimization problems are considered as closed interval, it will be categorized as interval valued optimization. Due to its importance, S.C. Wu discussed nonlinear optimization theory of interval valued objective function with S derivative or weak derivative. In 2013, Cano et al. Extended the idea of weak derivative to GS differentiability and discussed the KKT type optimality conditions for this generalized derivative, while Ahmed et al. Discussed KKT optimality condition for invex interval valued programming problems involving GS differentiability. Motivated by Wu and Cano, Kuo et al. Introduced the concept of GS symmetrical derivative and investigated KKT optimality conditions for interval valued optimization problems. GS symmetrical derivative is based on the theory of symmetric derivative of real valued function. Motivated by the aforementioned research work, we define GS symmetrically differentiability for multi-valued functions and proved that every GS differentiable
Voice is not clear.
multi-valued function is GS symmetrical
Only
differentiable,
1 minute
but the
is left.
converse need not be true.
Voice
By
is
a
still
suitable
not clear.
example, it has been shown that GS symmetrical derivative is an extension of GS derivative. An important characterization of GS
Sachin sir,
symmetrically
only
derivative.
1 minute is left.
Uh,
Only 1 minute is
Hello,
left.
yes sir.
Is there?
Hello, an important characterization of
Sachin, try
for
to
GS
conclude.
symmetrical
Come to your conclusion part.
differentiable
Please come to your
multi-valued
conclusion part.
functions
Sachin, listen. Come to a
has been
conclusion part.
discussed. Furthermore, we prove John. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
All right. Not audible.
I think there is network issue.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, sir. Wait, ma'am.
Okay.
This paper develops the theory of GS symmetrical for interval-valued multi-objective programming problems. By some examples, we show that this derivative is more general than the GS derivative. We also derive the Fridtjof condition of optimality for multi-objective optimization problem with interval-valued objective and constant function using LR ordering. Equality constant can be handled in a simple, similar manner. There are the differences. Thank you, sir. Hello. Any questions, sir? Hello.
Yes, Sachin sir. बोलिए.
सर कंक्लूजन हो गया सर.
Okay, thank you. Any question from the audience side? I think there is no question. So moving on to the next presenter. The next presenter is Mr. Vinod Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Yes, kindly start presenting your paper.
Okay, sir. Screen is visible or not, sir?
Yes.
Yes, visible.
Good evening to all of you. I am Vinod Kumar, Research Scholar, Department of Mathematics, CCS University, Meerut, under the guidance of Dr. Sandeep Kumar. So today I am going to present paper entitled by Pentagonal Fuzzy Number and its application in fuzzy transportation problem. So these are some outlines. First one is introduction. Second one is definition of fuzzy sets and crisp sets, pentagonal fuzzy number, mathematical formulation of fuzzy transportation problem, range technique, maximum method. Finally, comparison with existing methods. Introduction. In our day-to-day life situation, various decision-making problems such as fixing the cost of goods, profits for sellers, making decisions to rely multi-objective functions, etc. In real life problems, first of all, Jade 1965 introduced the concept of fuzzy set theory, so which is very useful for copying a large number of data. There are so many instances we need to find the maximum or minimum optimal solution for real-time problems. So we need to achieve this efficient solution with minimum impact of the environmental and communities. So before going to discussing the proposed techniques, we will discuss about the little bit fuzzy concept. So this is the definition of fuzzy sets. X is a collection of objects generally denoted by X. Then a fuzzy set is described as the ordered pair X, mu A of X, where mu A of X is a membership function from capital X to closed interval 0, 1, and finally in the crisp set is a mapping from characteristic function chi A of X from capital X to 2 point set 0 and 1. So a major difference between fuzzy set and crisp set is that a crisp set has binary value 0 and 1, whereas the fuzzy set, which are completely described by membership function, the membership function of the fuzzy set are closed set between closed interval 0 and 1. Any value between 0 and 1 is denoted by the members. Fuzzy set is a map from universe of S4 capital X to 0 and 1. Finally, the definition of fuzzy number. A fuzzy set is satisfied the following condition is called a fuzzy number. First one is a convex fuzzy set. Second one is a normalized fuzzy set, that is at least one element which height is equal to 1. And third one is mu is a piecewise continuous function. So this is a pentagonal fuzzy number which is used in my paper. A fuzzy number A on R is set to pentagonal fuzzy number.
Sir, kindly come to the conclusion part.
Okay, I'm going too fast. So this is a definition of fuzzy number, and this is a pictorial representation of pentagonal fuzzy number. This is the extension of trapezoidal fuzzy number, and finally this is a mathematical formulation of fuzzy transportation problem. Here we can take I source and J destination, transport to the force. So this is our proposed technique, range technique. The range technique, difference between maximum amount minus minimum amount, and this is the max min algorithm. Max min algorithm satisfy the following steps. In the step first, construct the transportation table. Then we can check the total demand is equal to total supply. After complete this step, we go to the second step. In the second step, by using range technique, fuzzy cost can be converted into crisp.
Sir, come to the conclusion part. Time is over.
Step third, row wise of the given table, and the step four, column wise, and in the step 5, we find the maximum and find the customer and do the particular service. Finally, this procedure is repeated. So for more understanding this method, we can take an example. Consider the balanced transportation problem. A product is produced by 4 factories, factory 1, 2, 3, and 4. Finally, this is the given problem, and this is converted into the transportation.
Try to conclude.
Try to conclude it.
Okay, this is the final allocation of apply this method, and finally this is the my result. Result can be calculated as this one. So finally comparison with existing methods. These are my proposed method. The value is coming 838, and comparison with this method. So this method is most efficient for giving the optimal solution. So these are my some references which is used my paper, and finally thank you. Thank you.
Uh, Thank you, Vinod sir. The next participant is Sarita Banga.
Very good morning, sir.
Good afternoon. Kindly start your presentation. Vinod sir, stop presenting your paper.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are
Yes, ma'am.
audible.
My screen is visible,
Kindly
Uh-huh.
sir?
adhere of time.
No, no, screen is not visible.
My screen is visible, sir?
No.
No.
My screen is visible, sir?
No.
My screen is visible, sir?
No, not visible.
Uh, Start sharing your screen.
Now visible, sir?
अरे वो नहीं
Still, it is not visible.
Now visible, sir?
Not visible.
I think, ma'am, there is some problem. We may take your paper in the end. We are moving on to the next participant. The next participant is Satish Kumar.
Yes, sir, I am present.
Yeah, start presenting your paper.
Okay, sir, my PPTs are visible.
No, it is not visible.
Sir, please tell me how can I share my PPTs?
In the right bottom, there is a mark of present now.
Yeah.
There
Sir,
is a
I get it, sir. Your entire screen, sir. This one I have to press.
Yes.
press it.
Okay, sir. Okay. Share. Okay. Now my PPTs are visible.
No.
No, it is not visible now.
No.
Go to next one.
The next participant is Sanjay Kumar.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Sir. Should I
Yes.
start?
Yeah, you can start.
Okay, sir. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Department of Mathematics, RKSD PG College Cathal. Now, topic of my presentation is a
Kindly
decision.
share your screen.
Okay, sir. Okay. Is screen visible or not?
Not visible.
Not visible.
Okay. Just a minute. Is screen visible, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Is screen visible?
Yes, visible. You can start now.
Myself, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, RKSG PG College, Kathal. Topic of my presentation is a fuzzy decision-making method using entropy weight. Manu? In this paper, we propose a new fuzzy decision-making model using entropy weight for dealing with multiple decision criteria making problems under stochastic fuzzy environment. This model allows measuring the degree of satisfiability and degree of non-satisfiability respectively of each alternative evaluated across a set of criteria. To obtain the weighted fuzzy decision matrix, we apply the concept of Shannon entropy to calculate the criteria weights. And an investment example is used to illustrate the application of proposed model. Introduction. A lot of multiple criteria decision-making approaches have been developed and applied to diverse fields like engineering, management, economics, etc. As one of the non-classical MCDM approach, TOPSIS, that is technique for order performance by similarity to ideal solution, was first developed by Hang and Yoon. The primary concept of TOPSIS approach is that most preferred alternatives should not have shortest distance from the negative ideal solution, but also have a furthest distance from negative ideal solution. Generally speaking, the advantages of TOPSIS include simple, rationally comprehensive concept, good computational efficiency, ability to measure the relative performance for each alternative in a simple mathematical form. In this study, the criteria weights are obtained by conducting Shannon's entropy concept. After that, a fuzzy TOPSIS method is employed to order the alternatives. The proposed model fits the reality of situation and its calculation is not very difficult. So it can provide an efficient way to help the decision maker in making decisions. Now these are certain basic definitions of intrinsic fuzzy sets. Intrinsic fuzzy set in the inverse of discourse, X is defined in the form of set A that consists of three parameters, that is X, mu X and Vx, where sum of mu and mu is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 1. The membership mu and nu denote the membership degree and non-membership degree of X to A respectively. Now there is next definition. Then I come to definition number 4. This is intrinsic fuzzy entropy of Gini-Simpson.
Sir, come to the conclusion part.
As defined in equation number 3.
Sir, come to the conclusion part, please.
Okay, sir. Okay. In the present work, we propose a entropy-based MCDM model in which the characteristic of alternatives are represented by IFS. In information theory, the entropy is related with average information quality of a source. Based on the principle, the optimum criteria weights can be obtained by proposed entropy-based model. The main difference of this method can classical TOPSIS consist in the introduction of objective entropy weight under intrinsic fuzzy environment. Now next is these are certain references of my paper.
Okay. Thank you. Any question from the audience side? I think no question. So moving on to the next participant. The next presentation is of Sanjay Yadav.
Hello. Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Yes. Yes. Kindly present your paper.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, sharing my screen right now.
Yes. Sanjay Garg sir, kindly stop presenting your screen.
Your entire screen. Sir, I'm not able to share my screen. Entire screen, this share button is not working. Hello?
Yes.
Sir, the entire screen, then share button is not working.
Now it start.
Just
I think
you
it
just share
starts
the
working.
PPT.
What, sir?
If your screen is not working, you just click on the share your PPT.
Sir, I have a PPT as a PDF.
Okay, you just share the PDF. You just click on the present now and then click on the PDF. If your screen is
Present
not shared.
now. Entire screen. Undo. 1 minute, sir. कैसे share होगा?
You just click on the present but present now.
Yes, I'm clicking on that button. 1 minute, sir. Is the PPT visible now?
Sanjay sir, present now the entire screen and then select your window inside that box.
Yes.
And then only you can share.
I've selected.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I've
Now it's
selected.
visible.
Is the PPT visible?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Should I start presenting?
Yes, start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm a PhD scholar in the Department of Operational Research, University of Delhi, under the supervision of Professor Pankaj Gupta, the head of the department. I'll be presenting a paper entitled Sustainable Portfolio Selection under Institutionalistic Fuzzy Environment, written jointly by myself and my colleague. Objective study is the sustainable portfolio selection approach. Assets are first ethically screened in stage 1. Then stage 2 calculate sustainability of the asset based on the social and economic. Stage 3 induced population model is presented with the objectives of maximization of satisfaction degree of sustainability score, return and risk of the portfolio. I see because of the so proposed studies that hello, am I audible? Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
हाँ बोलिए संजय सर.
Hello.
I think there is a network issue, internet issue from your end. You are not audible well.
Am I audible now?
Your screen is also not visible.
Screen is also not visible.
Yes. Not working today.
Hello. Hello.
No problem. Moving on to the next presentation. I think there is some network issue from your end, Sanjay sir. So moving on to the next presentation. The next presentation is of Mr. Arun Kumar.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Kindly present your paper. Sanjay sir, stop sharing your presentation.
I've stopped sharing, sir. I've stopped sharing, sir.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, proceed, please.
Yes, proceed.
Arun, start.
Good evening to all of you. I, Arun Kumar, am a PhD scholar in the Department of Operational Research, University of Delhi. I am pursuing my PhD under the supervision of Professor Pankaj Gupta. Yes, ma'am.
Proceed.
Kindly proceed, Arun Kumar.
Can I start?
Yes,
ma'am?
yes, you can start.
Can I start?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Start, Arun.
Ma'am, I, Arun Kumar, am a PhD scholar. Okay, sir, I am a PhD scholar. Sir, okay, sir,
think so.
this is a joint. Yes, ma'am. This is a joint work with my colleague, Mr. Sanjay Yadav. The title of my research is a multi-objective, multi-period portfolio selection approach under an uncertain environment. Basically, portfolio is the composed of some financial assets. Every asset gives some return with some associated risk. The asset is an uncertain environment. The main objective of this study is this paper proposes an uncertain multi-objective, multi-period portfolio selection model where the uncertainty is handled by using MU operator. The uncertain assets are characterized as trapezoidal fuzzy numbers and their expected value and lower absolute deviation are calculated using MU operators. The MU operators integrate the investor attitudes like conservative investors, neutral investor, and aggressive investor with the help of attitude parameter lambda. And we also drive the expression of lower absolute deviation, which measures the risk of the portfolio here, and we use the weighted goal programming technique to solve our proposed model. The research motivation of this paper is the Henry Markowitz in 1952 introduced the concept of portfolio theory in the literature. After that, several research work has been done in this area, but few research done on uncertain multi-period portfolio selection. Also, the effect of influence of investor attitude have not been extensively investigated in the multi-period portfolio scenario. We employ the borrowing and lending
Kindly
concept
come
into
to
the
the
model, which has not been
conclusion.
applied in the uncertain multi-period portfolio
Kindly
selection
come to the
before.
conclusion part.
We address this research gap through this study. There are 5 novelties of this research paper. The first novelty is this paper contributes to the literature by proposing a multi-period portfolio selection approach under an uncertain environment. The second novelty is this paper contributes to investor attitude literature by proposing a multi-period portfolio selection approach with different investor attitudes under certain environment. And the next novelty is we drive low absolute deviation expression for trapezoidal fuzzy numbers, and this can also be converted into the
Arunji, try to conclude. Come to the conclusion part.
Sir, in this paper, there are 2 objectives: maximization of terminal wealth and minimization of the cumulative LED. And there are 5 constraints. First, borrowing and lending constraint. And third one is the cardinality constraint, which restricts the number of assets selected in the time period. And
Arunji, come to the conclusion part.
okay, ma'am. In this paper, we have done the uncertain.
I think we call the next participant.
The next participant is Dr. Gautam Rajput.
Good evening to all of you. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Yes, is my slide is visible to all of you?
No, not right now.
Okay, just I'm trying.
Yes, now.
Now it is visible. Kindly start.
My name is Dr. Gautam Rajput and I am presenting this paper with my co-presenter Dr. Bhupal Rajput, and the paper name is Zeroth Order Optimization Techniques in Machine Learning. First of all, I want to tell the objective of this paper. Learning method, because we are living in the 21st century and we are working all the things which is depend on the machine learning or artificial learning, and this learning is also work on the brain, which is called a communication brain or system brain. So learning concept is to modify the representation of what is being experienced. So we have optimized to the derivative free optimization the problems with no explicit access of the gradients. So for doing this, we have effect x constraint x belongs to Rd, where Rd is the set of the convex set. In the extract, we are first of all, I want to tell you what is the zeroth order optimization. It is a technique of the operation research by process of which we minimize an objective function with a given oracle access to evaluate of the adopting chosen input x. Because in the machine learning, our main focus is here to minimize the gap between the brain of the machine, which first of all reads the input and gives the output. We have to optimize the gap between these input areas and output areas. So there is some related fields on which basis the machine learning is works. Machine learning works on the database information theory, statistics, data minimizing, control theory, decision theory, or cognitive science. All these are the parameters on which any machine, or you can say that any robot works. And all these machines works on the rote learning, because which data we feed in the machines gives the output on that feeding work which we have delivered to the machine. This is the architecture of the learning system. You can see here that on all the diagrams is a pictorial diagram on which a machine will work. Next, we are doing inductive learning. For doing this, we have target function f x to y and x fx or the relation. Hypothesis, there is a function g x to y such that gx equals to fx. Now there is an algorithm in which we have consider an delta k, which is initial value and number of the iteration t for k tends to 0, 1, 2 or 2. This is the algorithm. Now on the basis of zeroth order optimization attack, we have considered a function minimum of delta d x plus delta plus c f x plus delta with the following definition. Now, because all the machines works on the networks, which is like as a brain, so we are here working on the neural networks. You can see here a pictorial diagram of the neural network on which all the machines or all the robotics works. Neural networks is also continued here. This is a diagram on which how machines takes a input from one to another, second to third, and third to fourth, and gives the output at the 5 machine. Neural network is parameterized family of nonlinear function types. Here you can see that neural network learning. The key idea of the adjusting the weight change, the function represented by the neural network. And the weight update is the preparation of the training rule, linear programming, delta rule, and backpropagation. And the conclusion part of this that zero optimization method are general alternative to the first order methods behind gradient. All the machines which normally works on the gradient descent algorithms. Convergence rate sufficient suffers from dimension dependent slowdown effect. With appropriate minimum batch size, it becomes competitive to the first order. Jado sign SGD method is superior performance in both theory and practices. Emerging applications of Jado optimization in MLOCV. What is MLOCV? It is on the Bayesian network. It is a pictorial diagram which works on the diagrams on the Bayesian networks. Now, here we can say that nearest neighbor model. Key idea of the properties of an input X are likely to be similar to those of points in neighborhood of X. Basic idea of K, which we are going to apply here, nearest neighborhood of X and infer target attribute values of X based on the corresponding attribute. Now, there is a reinforcement learning, which is the output from the machines which we get. This depends on the set of states S, set of the X and A, and reward function is RS, which is a relation between X cross to A tends to R.
Gautam sir, come to the conclusion part.
Okay, the conclusion and future work here. JADO method means zero optimization method are generally alternative to the first order method when gradient is unavailable. Convergence rate suffers dimension depends slowdown effects, and with appropriate minimum batch size, it becomes competitive to the first order method. Zeroth order sign SGD maintains superior performance in both theory and practices, and we can future work on the ML and customized value also. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any question from audience? I think there is no question. So moving on to the next participant. The next presentation is of Dr. Shakuntala Singla. Dr. Shakuntala Singla.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening. I'm here. I'm just going to. Should I share my screen?
Yes, you can. Kindly share your PPT and start.
Yes, sir. I think it's some network issue. I'm on the way. I think now my screen is shared to all of you. I'm just opening my PPTs. Is my voice is audible and my screen is shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Kindly
Good evening
proceed.
to all of you. Good evening to all of you. This is Dr. Shakuntala Singla from deemed to be University, Pulana. Today I'm going to present a overview on the reliability, availability, maintainability, and cost-benefit analysis in the process industries. An overview. My presentation contains abstract introduction, literature review, some basic definitions, and importance of RAMs, then conclusion and their references. Abstract. What is the main motto of this topic? Reliability techniques are used to judge the availability and maintainability of a system. Maintainability and availability are the two main features which are closely related. The aim of the reliability theory is to evaluate errors in measurement and suggest ways of improving the test so that the errors are minimized. Reliability, availability, and maintainability theory is very much convenient. In fact, if we are familiar with the reliability, availability, and maintainability, we can reduce our cost, optimize our things, and we can proceed our industries on very well way. Our keywords are reliability, availability, maintainability, some series system, and some parallel systems. Introduction. We know that the word reliable is very famous for us. If we want to buy anything, we want the thing is reliable or not. The word reliable and reliability are in use of ancient times. In fact, these occur frequently in social, political, economical, and practical fields to indicate the efficiency of a person or a mechanical equipment. A mathematical shape to the word reliability was given later in 1950 with its scientific use for defense purposes, realizing its importance, and the study of reliability theory was developed in Western world. The development of reliability technology in India is an interesting and intriguing history of researchers. The theory of reliability plays an important role directly or indirectly in each and every field. Some of the systems whose reliability is of immediate concern to the society in general are power, transportation, medical care, steel industries. In fact, in other words, I can say that the word reliable we use in each and every field, and we want the things are to be reliable for us. The history of modern engineering reflects that the system failures can occur in any field. industrial incident in Union Carbide Bhopal in 1984, and power reactor incident in Cromwell, USSR in 1986 are the prime examples of the complex failure system. The reliability analysis of an industry can help the management in taking the timely decisions to function their smooth. This can also help the management to understand the effect of increasing, decreasing repair rate of particular component or system. In order to obtain the maximum output, it is necessary to run each of the units to be in good conditions, without failure, without any higher cost of that part. Literature review, no doubt the people have done lots of work in this area. But still, if I'm concerned, I have done my PhD from Thapar University, I still realize that there are some parts which left without doing the work. For example, the people have done the work by using some failure and repair rates. I have seen that the transition diagrams. The literature says that the word reliable and reliability are used in social, political, business, and technical fields for expressing a faith, trust in a person, firm, or equipment. The reliability analysis of an industry can help the management by taking the timely decision. This can also help the management to understand the effect of increasing or decreasing repair rates. For example, in the fertilizer industry, paper industry, sugar industry, etc., to obtain the maximum output, it is necessary to run a unit without failure. Now, the next one is a mathematical shape to the word reliability was given during 1943 to 1945. The concept of reliability can also be applied in other fields using different techniques. For example, in some people, they have used the steady state probability, then they find out their transition diagrams, solve the Chapman-Kolmogorov differential equations. Other than some people have used some supplementary variable technique. Some have used the differential equations by solving by using the Runge-Kutta force order and by using the Laplace transformation. In fact,
Ma'am, kindly come to the conclusion part.
Yes, of course. Just wait, sir. I would like to come on my. I am just conclusion was the aim of the reliability theory is to evaluate errors in measurement and suggest way of improving tests so that errors are minimized. The literature has revealed that the number of reliability techniques has been utilized in different industries and positive are observed in terms of system availability. It provides that the platform of the treatment of operating system through maintenance, different policies and strategies can be planned to increase the availability of critical components. In order to express the system availability in measurable terms, it is essential to develop a mathematical model for the system, subsystem, analyze their behavior so that a management can take its timely decision for the smooth functioning of their operations. And these are the few references that people have done starting the work from since I have just seen that from the 1962, and these are my references. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The next participant is Anika Sharma.
Good evening to everyone.
Kindly start your presentation.
Good evening to everyone.
Yes,
myself, Anika Sharma. Sorry?
Yes, proceed, ma'am.
Okay. Good evening to everyone. Myself, Anika Sharma. I am research scholar in Texas University Department of Statistics. Today I am going to present my paper, and the title of my paper is Two Dissimilar Unit Standby System with Waiting Time of Repairman and Correlated Failure and Repair Times, which is done under my paper, Dr. Pradeep Chaudhary. In this paper, first we consider the model description and assumptions. The system consists of two non-identical units, Unit 1 and Unit 2. Initially, Unit 1 is operative and Unit 2 is kept in cold standby. Each unit has two possible modes, normal and total failure. The repairman is not always available with the system. As soon as a unit fails, he is called to come at the system for making the repair of your unit, and he takes some significant time to reach at the system. This time is known as waiting time of repairman. The system failure occurs when both the units are in total failure mode. The joint distribution of failure and repair times for each unit is taken by weight exponential with density function is this. Each repaired unit works as good as new. Now next, we describe the transition diagram. In this diagram, first we discuss the notations. Xi, Yi is I and 1 and 2, random variable denoting the failure and repair for unit 1 and unit 2. Fi, Xy is joint probability density function of Xi, Yi is this. And Gi, X, I goes 1 and 2, marginal PDF of Xi is equals to X is this. And Ki given Xi is equals to X is conditional PDF of Yi given Xi is equals to X is this. Theta is waiting time of unit 1. Now in this diagram, first we discuss the symbols. N1O and N2O is unit 1 and unit 2 is normal mode and operative. F1R and F2R is unit 1 and unit 2 is failure mode and under repair. F1W and F2W is unit 1 and unit 2 is failure mode and waiting for repair. Now S0, S1, S2, S5 is up state, S3, S4, S6 is fail state. Now in this diagram, the system starts from state S0. Here the first unit is operative and normal mode, and second unit is normal mode and cold standby. And there is one possibility to change the states of the system, states from the system S0. One possibility is S0 to S1. Now, when the operative unit first fails with the random variable X1, so then the entered into the state S1. Here, the first unit is failure mode and waiting time of unit 1, and the second unit is normal mode and operative. Now, our system goes into the state S1. There are the two possibilities to change the states of the system from state S1. Our first possibility is S1 to S2 and the second possibility is S1 to S3. Now the first possibility is S1 to S2. If the failed state first failed with the waiting of time unit 1 is theta and entered into the state S2, and here the first unit is failure mode and under repair and the second unit is normal mode and operative. Similarly, in this case, we will define all the steady states of the system. Now, next, we describe the transition probabilities and mean sojourn times. Now, first, one-step transition probabilities that QIJT is probability that the system transits from state Si to Sj during time interval 0 to t. It is also called one-step transition probability. Now, first probability is Q01t is the system transits from state S0 to S1 during time interval U to U plus du, then the probability of Q01t is integration of 0 to t alpha 1 1 minus r1 e raised to power minus alpha 1 1 minus r1 u du. Similarly, we can obtain the other transition probabilities. Now, next one step conditional transition probabilities. The probability of Q20 given xt is the system transits from state S2 to S0 during time interval t given unit under repair in state S2 entered into failure mode after an operation of time x. So the probability of Q20 given xt is integration of 0 to e raised to the power minus.
Madam, kindly come to the conclusion part.
Okay, sir. And similarly, we can obtain the other transition probabilities. Now, similarly, we obtain the steady state transition probabilities. Next, mean sojourn time. To obtain the mean sojourn time psi 0 in state S0, we observe that so long the system operates in state S0 and there is no any other transition probabilities of state S0. So the probability of psi 0 is integration of probability of T0 is greater than T dt is.
Madam, kindly come to the conclusion part.
Okay, sir. And similarly, we can obtain the reliability of the system. And next one is availability analysis and similarly busy period. And the last one is profit function analysis. The expected profit incurred by the system during 0t is given by PT is expected total revenue in 0t minus expected total repair cost in 0t, K0 of mu t and K1 mu b 1t minus K0 mu b is 2t. So mu of t is expected mean uptime of the system.
Madam, come to the conclusion
Next
part.
to be obtained. These are the references, and thank you.
Thank you. The next participant is Jubair Dar.
Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Kindly present your screen.
Sir, is the screen visible, sir? Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, is the
Yes,
screen visible,
it's
sir?
yes, visible.
My name is Zubair Ahmadar. I am studying BSc Honors Mathematics third year. I am from School of Physical Science and Chemical Engineering, Lowly Professional University, Punjab. My topic is matrix decomposition and overview. I have presented a review of different matrix decomposition methods. I will cover my abstract introduction and different matrix decomposition methods. These are some important definitions. The abstract of my paper is that it provides an overview of different matrix decomposition methods. The main sixthly widely used matrix decompositions, namely LU decomposition, QR decomposition, spectral decomposition, Cholesky decomposition, Schur decomposition, and singular value decomposition are discussed in this work. The paper also discusses the applications of these decompositions. Now, first of all, what's the matrix decomposition? Matrix decomposition is the decomposition or the factorization of a matrix into the product of certain special kind of matrices. It also refers to the decomposition of a given matrix into a canonical form. Now, why matrix decomposition is needed? Matrix decomposition plays an important role in the machine learning. It has a number of applications. Matrix decomposition reduces the matrix into a number of constituent parts that makes it easier to perform more number of complex operations. Matrix decomposition is used to calculate rank, determinant, and much more. Now the first method we had is LU decomposition. LU decomposition was introduced by mathematician T. Benzoic in 1938. LU, if we have square matrix A of order, and then LU decomposition is given by A is equal to LU, where L is a lower triangular matrix with all diagonal entries equal to 1, and U is an upper triangular matrix. It's used to calculate inverse determinant of a matrix, and it's also used to solve the linear systems. The complexity of performing these operations is order of NQ, where N is the size of matrix. Second decomposition we have, that's a QR decomposition. This decomposition is applicable for the rectangular matrix. QR decomposition is a decomposition of matrix A of order n plus m into an orthogonal matrix Q and an upper triangular matrix R such that A is equal to QR. It's also known as the orthogonal matrix triangulation. QR decomposition is unique if matrix is a non-singular. It's generally used to solve the least square problems to linear equations. It's also used to calculate the pseudo inverse. Now, third decomposition we have, there's a Cholesky decomposition. If we have a positive definite matrix A, positive definite matrix is a matrix where the eigenvalues are positive. Then its decomposition is given by A is equal to R T R, where R is an upper triangular matrix. The Cholesky decomposition is mainly used to solve the positive definite linear systems. It can be also used in statics. Another decomposition we have, there's a spectral decomposition. Spectral decomposition is also known as an eigen decomposition. Spectral decomposition is a decomposition of matrix into set of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Spectral decomposition is required wherever the eigensystem is required. That is typically in all technical operations. Another decomposition we have, there's a Schur decomposition. The Schur decomposition was introduced by Schur in 1909. Schur decomposition of matrix A of order n is of the form A is equal to US U raised to power K, where U is a unitary matrix, S is an upper triangular matrix, and K stands for conjugate transpose. The Schur decomposition is usually required to calculate the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of a matrix. Schur decomposition on an n cross n matrix required an order of n cube operation, where n is the size of matrix. Another decomposition we have, there's a singular value decomposition. If we have a matrix with order m cross n, then singular value decomposition is given by A is equal to U summation Vt, where U is an m cross m orthogonal matrix. Summation is an m cross n diagonal matrix, and thus the SVT of matrix is computed as a two-step procedure. In first step, the matrix is reduced to bidiagonal matrix. This work takes about order of MQ order. This time consumes about m into n. The second step is to compute the SVT of bidiagonal matrix. And this is an iterative step. The conclusion is that the LU decomposition is really applicable for the second matrix. Singular decomposition and the Schur decomposition is mainly used to calculate eigenvalues and eigenvectors. And other decomposition that is Cholesky decomposition is mainly used for the positive definite matrix. These are some important reference I have used, and thank you.
Thank you, Jupiter. The next presentation is of Reshu Tyagi. This is the last presentation.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm present.
Kindly start your presentation.
Yes, sir. Am I audible to all?
Yes, you are
Yes, sir.
audible.
Is my screen visible to all?
No, it is not visible.
Now visible.
Okay. Good evening to all. I am Reshu Tyagi. I am pursuing my PhD in the supervision of Dr. Sandeep Kumar from the Department of Mathematics in TCS University. Today I am here to represent a technique to solve multi-criteria decision-making problem. The title of my presentation is Making Academic Staff Selection Using Vicor Method for Multi-Criteria Decision-Making. Contents: MCDM definition, MCDM problem solving techniques, Vicor method, numerical illustration, references. First video is MCDM, selection of the best action from a set of alternatives, each of which is evaluated against multiple and often criteria. There are some techniques to solve a problem in which we are going to discuss Vicor method. Beginning of Vicor method, Oprikovic developed the idea of Vicor in his PhD dissertation in 1979 and an application was published in 1980. The name Vicor appeared in 1990 from Thrabian, Wells, Karitri-Jemaska optimization from Sanjay. That means multi-criteria optimization and compromisation. The real application were presented in 1998. Vicor method. This method focuses on ranking and selecting from a set of alternatives and determines compromise solution for a with conflicting criteria, which can help the decision makers final solution. The steps of Vicor method: first, create a decision matrix where I present the alternatives and J for criteria. We find the normalized decision matrix with the help of this, where Xij is the entry from decision matrix. Third, determine the best and worst value of all criteria. Fourth, calculation of utility measure and regret. Fifth, computation Vicor index Qi for the ith alternative by the following relation. Sixth, rank the alternative sort by the values S, R, and Q from the minimum value to the maximum. The result are three ranking list. The alternatives 1 and A2 are respectively the alternative with first minimum and position in the ranking list by the measure Q minimum if the conditions are satisfied. First one, alternative 1 must also be the best ranked by S and R. Second, acceptable advantage is Q of A2 minus Q of A1 greater than equals to D of Q, where D of Q equals to 1 upon M minus 1, where a number of alternatives. If one of the conditions is not satisfied, then a set of compromise solution is proposed. Now, we are discuss an example with the help of Vicor method in which we consider a problem of identifying the correct person for the post of assistant professor in an engineering college. Table shows the information sorted from the applications for the post of assistant professor, and table second shows the decision maker's judgment to qualification and skills. Table 3, the equivalence information, and final table for evaluation. These are the steps of Vicor method. Table 4, normalized data of final section table. Table 5, weights to each attribute.
Table is not visible.
And table 6, ma'am,
Not my screen.
You're on the first slide.
no. Okay,
Yeah, the
ma'am,
screen was on the first
it
slide.
is visible from my side.
But it is not on our screen.
Okay, ma'am, I'm trying again.
Let me start
Okay.
slideshow option.
Now
Yes.
it is visible or not?
Yes, yes.
It is visible.
Okay, ma'am.
But try to conclude
Table 4.
within the time.
Okay, ma'am. Table 5 weight to each attribute, and table 6 Vicor method for performance score, 7 ascending order of performance score for final selection of ranking, and table 8 Vicor method selection of identifying the best alternative, in which we said alternative 1 is the best. Now come to the conclusion part. MCDM method provides simple and powerful ranking criteria to applicants. Presented the successfully implementation of Vicor method for the choosing best candidate among various applicants and academic institutions. The same problem can be extended not only to engineering college staff selection, but also to any organization industry owned by varying different attributes and selection criteria. Fine-tuning of weightage of individual creating more fuzziness in the problem can be implemented in the future. These are references. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rishu. So we are at
Thank
the
you,
end
sir.
of this particular technical session. I would call Dr. Himani for the vote of thanks.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. My presentation is remaining.
Who is there?
Satish Kumar, sir.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Sir, due to network issue,
Hello. Hello. I'm M.K. Pandey. Hello.
Satish wants to present.
Okay.
Hello. Abhinav, Dr.
Hello.
Abhinav,
yes, ma'am.
let him in.
Hello.
Okay, ma'am. This is the time constraint. That's why.
Hello.
If you want, then I can allow him. Dr. Satish.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kindly present your paper.
Hello.
Okay, sir. Is my PPTs are visible?
Yes,
Excuse
sir.
me.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. It is visible.
Okay. Myself Satish Kumar. Myself Satish Kumar, Department of Mathematics, University of Delhi. This is my jointly work with my supervisor, Dr. Pankaj Kumar Garg and Dr. R.D. Sharma.
Satish, start your paper.
Okay.
Start on your paper.
The objective of this paper is to give several solutions of vector variational inequality problem using topological approach. Okay. First of all, coming to the question, what is vector variation inequality problem? I would like to make aware the set valued map. Let x, y be two topological vector spaces, then a map f from x to y is said to be set valued map if for each x in x, fx is a set in y. For example, this. So what is vector variation inequality problem? Chan considered the following vector variation inequality problem in Banach spaces. Let x, y be two real Banach spaces. K is a non-empty closed convex subset of x, and T is a mapping from K to L of xy, where L xy is the space of all linear continuous operators from x to y, and C is a mapping from K to y, such that for each x in K, Cx is a closed convex pointed cone and y with Cx with interior of Cx is non-empty. Then the VVIP is to find x0 belongs to K such that this condition hold for all x belongs to K. So Chan obtained has the solution of this problem by using hemicontinuity and monotonicity of the map T. In our paper, In our paper, we have taken two variants of vector variation and equality problem. The first variant is in first variant we have taken C as a fixed cone, which is closed convex and pointed cone with interior C is non-empty. And in second, we have taken C as a map, set-valued map, such that for each x in case Cx is a closed convex pointed cone in Y with interior of Cx is non-empty. And also we have taken x and y are topological spaces because we are giving the solution of VVIP in topological vector spaces. So both we have done here.
Sir, come to the conclusion part.
Okay,
sir.
Okay.
Come to the conclusion part.
Okay, sir. I am concluding, sir. I am concluding. Chan has taken XY as Banach spaces, but we have taken XY and topology XY as topological spaces, and we have used in our paper continuity of the map T, and a function space topology, administrative topology, which I have not used in earlier. And using these, these are some notations. This is our main result, which we have get using the continuity of the map T and the administrable topology. These are the corollary, and these are some describes the characterization of our solution characterization. This is another main result, and there is a corollary in which if k 0 belongs to k is replaced by the condition k is compact, then VVIP has a solution. This is an example which illustrates our results. These are some references. Thank you.
Sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
The last presentation is of Dr. M.K. Pandey.
Hello, sir. Rohit sir.
Mahesh Kumar Pandey ji.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Mahesh Kumar Pandey ji, kindly present your paper.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am going to sharing my PPT. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Actually, there is some technical problem, I think. My not sharing with this mobile. I'm trying.
Okay, sir. Leave it now.
Mahesh, you just summarize the thing what you have done without showing any PPT.
Actually, okay, sir. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, yes, sir. Okay. Honorable, all the.
Satish Kumar, please mute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, you continue.
Yes, yes, sir. My paper is on the topic of, first of all, good evening to all the dignitaries, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Director, sirs, and Registrar, sir, and all the faculty members. And I'm M.K. Pandey from Sri Rawat Prasarkar University. And my paper is some results on fuzzy sequence spaces for weighted mean and modulus function. And now my abstract is the hypothesis of sequence space carries an exceptional role in diverse field of mathematical analysis, and this theory being a fundamental of summability has interesting application in operator theory, numerical analysis, and approximation theory. The set of all real or complex valued sequences symbolized by omega, this turns out to be a vector space under pointwise addition and multiplication. And any vector subspace of omega is subspace. And now come to the directly introduction part. The idea of fuzzy number and its arithmetic operation was introduced by A. Jade 1965. Later, many other authors discussed various applications of the fuzzy set, such as fuzzy ordering, the fuzzy measure of the fuzzy event, fuzzy mathematical programming, etc. And now, Matloka 1986 first studied the theory of
Yes,
sequence.
conclude कराइए.
Okay, sir.
Come to the conclusion part. Mahesh Pandey, sir. Kindly come to the conclusion part.
Okay. I am concluded. And now my result is the topological on the following theorem 2.1 and theorem 2.2 and theorem 2.3. Now come to the consider PF and B sequence for positive real numbers and bounded sequence of strictly positive real numbers, and then the sequence is the linear space path. And now next theorem will be consider we have modulus function and we sequence of positive real numbers, sequence of strictly positive real numbers. And now come to the theorem third, and which is 2.3. Consider we have modulus function and B sequence of positive real numbers and bounded sequence of strictly positive real numbers, then the sequence space path. And now come to the finally reference. Thank you to all.
So at the end of this technical session 4, I would like to call Dr. Himani for vote of thanks.
Hello, Dharmendra Yadav, sir.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Himani.
Mahesh Pandey ji, please mute yourself.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And stop sharing, please, Mahesh Pandey ji.
Himani,
Yeah. I would like to take the opportunity to propose vote of thanks for the fourth and last technical session for this conference, which was very gracefully chaired by Dr. Poonam Sharma and coordinated by Dr. Anand Chauhan. And I'm very thankful to both of you on behalf of ORC Meerut. And I also like to thank Dr. Abhinav Goyal for his constant support for this session. Further, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all the presenters and audience who made this session lively. Final words for the anchor and organizing team. It's been a wonderful experience for all of us. Thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Abhinav.
Thank you, ma'am. Finally, for further processing, I would like to hand over the mic to Ashika, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Now I request Mr. Sunil Bansal to kindly show the certificate of appreciation.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. This is for our chairperson, sir, Dr. Mandeep Mittal. And this is for our coordinator, Dr. AP Singh, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, sir. And for our chairperson, Dr. Poonam Sharma, ma'am.
Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. And this is for coordinator, Dr. Anand Chauhan, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you. As we are getting ready for valedictory.
Yes, ma'am.
यस तो एक दो ही शब्द आप सभी का धन्यवाद और शुभकामनाएं नमस्कार
Thank you, ma'am.
Himani ma'am will, I think we should proceed for the valedictory session.
Akshika, you will announce
As you wish.
Akshika, you will continue at your end.
Okay, thank you so much. First, I would like anyone from the audience, you can share your views. Anyone from the audience, if you'd like to share anything. Okay, so every good thing comes to an end.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yes, Mahesh.
Actually, this is a very good and I want to say this is very excellent presentation, and this merit chapter, and I listened 2 days, and this is a wonderful presentation. Thank you to all. Thank you to all. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, as we all know that every good things come to an end, so we are in the end, but we are not in empty hands. Our hands are full of knowledge and great ideas and creativeness. Now, I ask Dr. Chaman to kindly do the process. Dr. Chaman.
Yeah. Thank you, Akshika. Good evening, everyone. I feel honored and privileged to get this opportunity to propose a vote of thanks. The last 2 days have been very fascinating and engaging for all of us. Please indulge me for another 5 minutes. It is a proudest moment for us to inform that in a very short span of less than 2 weeks, over 250 researchers, scholars, teachers, and dignitaries registered for this conference. 105 abstracts were received, over 70 papers were presented, and 5 invited talks were delivered in this conference from across the world. Let me start valedictory ceremony with my sincere regards and hearty thanks to Professor S.R. Singh, President ORSI Meerut Chapter, for his constant motivation, support, and encouragement throughout the journey of this conference. My heartfelt thanks goes to Dr. Sanjay Raj, CEO, SVS University, and Professor V.P. Singh, Vice Chancellor, SVS University Meerut. They have been very supportive and exceptionally helpful. Let me express my gratitude to Mr. K.P. Jain, President Sri Vardhaman Educational Society, and Dr. C.M. Jain, Principal Vardhaman College Bijnor, for their support and motivation. My words may not be capable of communicating our sense of gratitude to our keynote speakers, Professor Neeta Saha, Professor Jaber, Professor Leopoldo, Professor Bhunia, Dr. Ali Akbar Sheikh, and Dr. Vikas Kohli Dey, for accepting our invitation and sparing their precious time. Their vast experience is like an ocean for the young researchers. I keep on record our indebtedness to all the honorable delegates who blessed us with their presence. We also express our gratefulness to the chairpersons, coordinators, and rapporteurs of technical sessions, to name some: Dr. Mangeram, Dr. Kapil Bansal, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Dr. Sarabjit Singh, Dr. Mandeep, Dr. A.P. Singh, Dr. Nishi Handa, Dr. Vinod, Dr. Poonam Sharma, Dr. Anand, Dr. Rekha, and many others. We remain very much obliged to members of Advisory Committee whose invaluable inputs and suggestions help us in shaping this conference. Dr. Dharmendra Yadav richly deserves our gratitude, and I offer the same. He had been the master silkar of this conference. Thank you, Dr. Yadav. I bow my head in gratitude to the organizing team, Dr. Himani Dam, Professor Mahavir Singh, Professor S.K. Sean, Dr. Narayan Singh, Dr. Jitendra Kumar, Dr. Poonam Sharma, Dr. Monica Vishnoi, Dr. Neha Saxena, Dr. Sanjay Singh, Professor R.P. Singh, Dr. Surbhi Singhal, Mr. Sunil Bansal, members of Executive Committee, and many others who put all their efforts in arranging this conference. Technical team is the backbone of any conference. Their responsibility multiplies to many folds when it comes to e-conferences. Dr. Gurudat Rao, Dr. Urvashi, Dr. Vandana, and their whole team deserves our special. They have been helpful, sitting and managing the things with tremendous patience. Before I end, I must appreciate the participants. They have been exceptional throughout the conference. If it's not have been an online platform, it would have been an extreme pleasure to invite all of you for a high tea and have an interaction. Sorry for the inconvenience and my sincere apology to all whose names may be left out inherently. At last, let me say that my attitude today is one of gratitude, the magnitude of which is infinitude and plenitude. Thank you, everyone, and had a wonderful day. Once again, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dr. Shivraj Pundit, sir, to kindly share his views.
No, I think everything is okay, and Dr. Chaman expressed his views in a very wonderful manner, and he touched every aspect. But I personally want to thank Professor Baron. I think now he is not available. He constantly remain in this conference since morning, and tomorrow he is also there. So on behalf of this chapter, I want to thank to him, and I depute Dr. Neha Saxena, Dr. Himani to say our sincere thanks to him. And also overall, it was a good experience, and we don't expect so much knowledge, so much discussions, and all the papers were very good. And also I want to thank Professor Vishwajit Sarkar, although he was not present himself, but several scholars of him representing him in a very good manner. Also Dr. Mandeep Mittal, he encourages us and gives valuable time. So I think Dr. Chaman have taken all the names, and I appreciate the whole Operation Research Society Meerut chapter, their volunteers, particularly Neha Saxena, Survi Singhal, Akshita. I have written the name, but I can forget some. Dr. Dharmendra, obviously, Dr. Dharmendra was on behalf of Operational Research Society of India Meerut chapter. He is the secretary of this chapter, and also he was representing the Vardhaman College Bijnor. Dr. Chaman, he is the vice president of this chapter. Dr. Himani, Dr. Neha Saxena. Neha Saxena was also playing dual role in this seminar. He was representing his Subharti University, as well as he is an active member since the establishment of this chapter. Dr. Monica Visnoi, Dr. Vandana, डॉक्टर अक्षिता, डॉक्टर उर्वशी, डॉक्टर सुरभि, कुछ डॉक्टर नहीं है, वो डॉक्टर हो जाएंगे थोड़े दिन में, डॉक्टर नारायण, डॉक्टर सुनील बंसल, डॉक्टर विनोद कश्यप, डॉक्टर गुरुदत्त. Also, I have seen several reputed professors here. Professor S.S. Rana from Rani Durgavati University, Jabalpur. He is a senior professor. Dr. Nidhi Handa. Also, Dr. Ashok Kumar, Professor Mangeram, Anubhav Pratap Singh, Poonam Sharma ma'am, and several others. So it was a wonderful experience overall, and presentations was very good. Quality of presentations was very good. So I thanks to the whole team of Operational Research Society of India Meerut chapter, as well as others who actively contribute in this act and encourage us to do further such activities. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
I request Mr. Sunil Bansal to show the certification of all the presenting.
Okay, ma'am.
It's important.
Please let me excuse. एक दूसरी मीटिंग अटेंड कर दूं सर.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, sir.
Did well.
The first certificate is for Monica Rani and Dr. Bhupal Singh, Dr. Gautam Rajput, Dr. Shakuntala Singla,
Congratulations all.
Mr. Arun Kumar, Sanjay Kumar, Sanjay Yadav, Satish Kumar, Sachin Rastogi, Sarita Banga, Shivam Kumar, Vinod Kumar, Anuj Kumar Kataria, Mr. Samula Ito, Neelam Singla, Muzammil Jalal, Pyare Lal, Rajni Goyal, Reshu Tyagi, Jubair Dar, Akansha S. Sinde, Kumari Ume, Mr. Vaibhav Sharma, L. Ram Mohan Reddy, Sanju Kumar, Anita Kumari Shahu, Dr. Mohit Rastogi, Mandeep Singh, Mrs. Preeti Sharma, Mrs. Usha Agarwal, Anjali Singh, Dr. Tripti Gupta, Hemlata Sahay, Jyoti, Akil Habib, Dr. R.K. Jain, Kamalpreet Kaur, Ms. Seema Gupta, Bharat Kumar, Devjani Chakrabarti, Dr. Mukesh Kumar Mehlawat, Nimisha Verma, Arnab Chakrabarti, Dr. Smriti Agarwal, Meenakshi Panchal, Mrs. Rakhi Gupta, Anil Kaushik, Ashish, Dr. Mandeep Mr. B. Balamurangan, Rohit Shiv Ashish Sharma, Dr. Mohammad Mia, Mr. Shubham Kumar, Dr. Shobhi Gupta, Padmini Rola, E. Preeti, B. Shiv Kumar, Mr. Soumya Kanti Hota, Dipti, Vaishali, Lalita, Mrs. Momita Mishra, Shweta, Sunil Bansal, Soma Das, Miss Kruti Ramki, Yugovati, Shaktipad Bhunia, and that's all, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. I request everyone to kindly go to the link for the feedback. Kindly give your feedback. Link is provided in the chat box. And thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you to all.
And thanks to everyone.
Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you to everyone. नमस्ते सर.
Thank you all.
हाँ, बैकअप टीम को भी नाम ले पाया मैं नहीं, डॉक्टर नारायण बैकअप टीम से जो सारी चीजें संभाले हुए थे.
नाम तो लिया सर, कैमरामैन मैं और गुरदत्त.
इम्पोर्टेंट रोल तो इन दो का था.
कैमरामैन मैं और गुरदत्त.
भाई अगर प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं प्रोवाइड करते आप दोनों तो हम लोग कहाँ जुड़ते?
ब्रेक नहीं होने दिया,
हैंडल किए. और अक्षिता को मैं देख रहा हूँ इस तरफ, ये आज पूरा संभाले हुए हैं, और उधर वो सुनील बंसल दूसरे सेशन को, ये काफी इम्पोर्टेंट था.